And I just really wish somebody would explain it. So I'm doing it now. Zesty to women is just kind of like, why he do that? You know what I mean? That was zesty. That's petty. You know what I'm saying? But to men, it's kind of like, did she call me gay? And absolutely, we get it. So should we change it? Yeah, but we wouldn't direct. We don't sort of, man, you're zesty. I wouldn't say that to a male friend of mine. That's just something that you're commenting on, that you see. You don't know these people and you can give your opinion about, but you know how to use it and when to use it. So, I mean, I don't know.
Cookie,
I'll
let
just
me
stay
say
away
something
from
real
it.
quick.
I'm
Let,
good.
let me say something real quick.
I'll go after you, Lewis.
I think what's happening is that for the longest time, and you guys have to admit, for the longest time, a lot of men of all ages across the country have heard women kind of weaponize their sexuality against them. You know what I'm saying? You don't like this, oh, you gay. Like, you didn't kiss me on the first day, oh, you must be gay. So it's like we can't deny the fact that we have heard this and we have heard it used and weaponized against other men for like the smallest minute of things, right? To kind of bruise their ego, to kind of knock them down a peg, to kind of like belittle them, emasculate them, right? We have to be honest. So when a lot of men hear that, they're automatically going to, to that response. They're like, well, like, why is she trying to call me gay? Or why is she trying to like emasculate me, right? It's because, you know what I'm saying, women use and throw that questionable sexuality component against men, you know what I'm saying, to kind of combat whatever response they might have, or if they're themselves in their feelings or they feel a particular type of way. Like, we have to be very honest, because I hear it even when we have conversations on Clubhouse, or even when we have conversations on these panels. I've heard women say that and use that even when it's not warranted. So I'll yield right there.
I get that. And just a short reply, JR, I'm sorry. I get that. And I actually can relate to it. I'm not a feminist by any means, but because I was an athlete and because I'm into sports my whole life, I used to get called a tomboy my whole life, right? So I get it. That's all I'm gonna say. I get it.
Did everybody speak on that?
I just
Reacting?
have one
Mhm.
more quick thing to say that coming from the culinary world, the word zesty means something completely different to me. But the people who I have heard use it, none of them, and I don't know if this is a geographical thing, but when you hear a man labeled with the word zesty, it means flamboyant. And what is flamboyant energy related to? So you might be saying it as, oh, his actions look a certain way, but what is your end game? What is the purpose of saying his body language or the words that he's using are feminine? There is an implication there that I think we're not touching on.
Well, that's the part that I was saying with Paris. There is no further for me, and I can only speak on me. There is nothing further because I don't think that deep into it. So for me, if I say that he's being that was that, I never called the man zesty per se. I said that that was real sus, or maybe even like what the like fem. I call it straight out feminine because that's who I'm used to seeing do that. Like one of my friends called me mentally ill because I said that, but that's just how I see it where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the deep south where I used to do farm work and build houses. So I was a little girl walking around in basketball shorts and overalls, and I was the tomboy. I was the little girl that everybody thought was a boy until she took her hat off, loving basketball, seriously style. So for me, it doesn't go further than, yo, that was real petty, or like that's a feminine trait. It's all about double standard for me. I believe in double standards. I believe in gender roles. So for me, seeing a man be like, well, I'm the catch, I'm the prize. It's kind of like, well, I'm used to women hearing women say that. My mama used to say that. My aunties used to say that. I've never heard a man say that out of his mouth until 2023. So for me, it was like I relate that directly to my aunties, my mom, and that's zesty verbiage to me. Does that mean that that man is somewhere in the dark with a man? No. Can we look up and see if he has a single mom? Because that just, to me, I don't hear. I just don't hear, like, I don't see Heat going on the interview and be like, yeah, I'm the catch, and especially the way that he said it. I don't see Heat doing that. I don't. Now, will he say it? But even the way he said it earlier, I am a damn catch, was way different from the way Jonathan said it. Am I lying? Am I lying?
Go ahead, Shane.
Real fast. So I'm from the South, and when we say zesty, we know what that implies where I'm from in Alabama. However, I think this entire generation, I've heard it on these panels. Like, for example, when Drake polishes nail, oh, he looking a little zesty. We know Drake got some. We know he ain't out here, we know that he's a man, but people see it all the time. Or we see a guy with a kilt on, the new generation of rappers, they wear dress, we know that they're not gay. But we may say, I've heard men say, oh, they acting a little zesty or they acting a little certain kind of way. So I kind of think it's the same thing. I don't think it always means that she's saying that he is, because obviously he's married to a woman. We don't know of anything him being with another man, so that would take the gay out of the situation. I just wanted to bring clarity to that, because I have heard it even in this spaces outside of this conversation, but in regards to other people, other celebrities who may do something that's not traditionally man-like, so to speak. So,
quick question to the guys: would y'all, if y'all are having y'all guy conversation, and like you that dude, do you actually use the word saying, yo, I'm a catch in your male conversation? Is that a term that dudes use?
I'll be honest with you. I'm part of a men's group, and I also have a group chat with my close childhood friends who are, married, doing well for themselves, and that has never come up in conversation.
Thank you.
To be honest with you, that's like, when I hear it now, it's like some sort of like new like ingredients to kind of like throw into this cultural mix. But we don't speak like that. At least I have not heard in any space. I haven't walked to the bar shop yet and heard that. So
yeah, it's a new internet term, like high value man. Like, nobody was saying that, and you said it, but you didn't use that specific term. I'm sure Luis has heard somebody express that about themselves, however, not using that exact term.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the same thing too. I haven't heard it until I've been really on this panel, or as a response when women say they're the prize, and I'll hear men respond to it and say, no, men are the prize or men are the catch. But it's basically,
We're not the prize, though.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying what I heard. I'm not trying to
know.
like kind of debate that. But what I have heard is that there are not a lot of good men out here, and I am one of those good men. I've heard men kind of reference themselves as that, saying that, I'm a good man, but not I'm a catch or I'm a prize.
Right, and that's
so. You want to know the opinion of all the men, so I'm the last man up here that didn't answer. So, no, I don't use that word. I'm a catch, but I do say I'm that man. I speak it into the existence to my son. I tell you, I'm a dime plus 99. I don't give a goddamn what you say. I say it all every day, all the time. I don't care. And I speak the same shit into my son. You are that dude. You are the prize. I don't give a damn what these tackheads are saying. They don't mean shit. They're not shit without you. They trying to come at you. You're not coming at them. Let me talk to the men real fast before I get off this soapbox. Men, these women shouldn't move you. These women don't move you. You are that man. You move the women. They move to the beat of your drum. You don't move to the beat of their drum. You the music. You the maestro. You lead the choir. You lead the orchestra. Not the women. They don't do shit but follow directions. And that's how you should move. They should never let you move them like that. They should move how you move. If you don't move, They better stand still right there beside you or behind you or wherever you have them standing. They should never control you and tell you, you the head. They could be a neck, but you the head. You make all the decisions as a man should. And if you don't, you need to reevaluate yourself. Look at yourself in the goddamn mirror. Ask you, why ain't you acting like you should be acting? We don't sit down to pee. They do. They got to take a knee. We don't. The only time we're submissive to a woman is when we ask her for marriage. And then we stand up. That's the only time. Other than that, you should never submit to a woman. They should submit to you.